Hey, welcome back once again to Jack's Tech Corner. I'm yours, Jack, and this is going to be a little slightly different video than normal. Normally we do a lot of videos on photo editing and what we're going to do with our photographs. But I thought, a lot of you out there are buying Macs, and a lot of you are starting to dabble with a video. So I thought I would take the time and show you how I put together one of my videos. Now I just created a video tonight, which you may have seen already on YouTube. I don't know which way I'm producing these or putting these on. But I just recorded a video, I just finished it up, on abstract photography. Now I want to take these video sources, which I use multiple video sources when I do videos like that because I get different angles. So I have here my iPhone, which shoots great HD video. And, don't put this off as saying it's just a telephone or it's just to shoot video like this. I actually purchased, let me see it here. I actually purchased a little tripod mount. I don't know if I showed you guys this before or not. And the iPhone just fits in here like this. Let me see how I get it in there. And then it connects to a tripod. You can put it any way you want. I suggest to use it in the landscape mode, which you can do portrait, but that's kind of not a good way to shoot video. So don't write off your iPhone or your iPod Touch with the camera in it as being just for playing games or whatever. It does really great sensational video. And if you've seen already, if you've seen the video, or if you watch my video on the Roku box, check that video out because I shot the whole thing with the iPhone. The next camera I used here is a standard definition. It's a JVC. Actually, I left the tripod mount on it. I don't know why I did that. I guess I just didn't want to take it off at that time. So I shot it with my JVC standard definition camcorder, and I use this for all the tight shots. So when you see the camera angle change, I wasn't using, and you can use one camera. I've done that a lot, but this way it allows me to use two cameras at different angles, and you don't have to stop, move your camera, and readjust it, move it back. You can just go ahead and very fluently get your video done. The next thing we're going to use is to do the abstract photography. I did some still pictures, and this is kind of where this is going to fit right in with our normal photography stuff. Even if you're not doing any video at all, which I'm sure if you're doing this, you're going to be doing this shortly in the future, and just the reason being is this falls into this, and these even, I'm looking now at that new Nikon D7000, and you guys know if you watch my live show that I really want one. It's out of stock everywhere I've looked, but it has HD video and a built-in mic port. I can't wait to get my hands on one of those cameras because I want to see what kind of video I can do. And even if the video is only limited to 30 minutes, most of my YouTube videos are not that long, so 30 minutes. Even the one I did today was a pretty lengthy video, and I think it worked out to maybe 12 minutes, and we'll see after we get it edited. So, what's the first thing we have to do when we do a video, when we start tying all these together? The first thing, the most important thing to do is let's get the video off the cameras and get it onto the computer. That's going to be the most important thing. So I'm going to start with the HD video off of my iPhone. And like always, just plug it in with your iPhone jack. And if you are using a Mac, and I haven't tried this on Windows, so I'm not sure how it works on Windows. But if you are using a Mac, it's going to open up, and you can open it right up with iMovie. Just give it a minute there. Sorry about drinking coffee within the video. I know some people don't like that, but honestly, I've been talking for quite some time here already on these other videos. Okay, and close the iPhoto out. I don't want iPhoto. We want iMovie. And I haven't tried it yet, but you could actually put iMovie, a smaller version, on your iPhone and edit video and upload it. But I like to use my full screen editor, such as you're seeing now. I like using iMovie on this iMac. It gives me a lot. I can view it very, very well. And now some of this footage you see now on here, if you see my picture here over on the right, that was actually done during the live show that I do on Sunday mornings. So that's actually my little set that I use, and that's my live show that you probably watch us on YouTube also if you're watching this one. So we are going to go over here to the little camera and click on it, and we're going to hope that it finds, it does, it says Jack's iPhone, so it's found my iPhone. And that's going to allow us to import the video that I shot. So that's what we need first, is we need that video footage. And I really hope all this turned out well. I didn't pre-look at anything. We're doing this together right now. So this is one of those I tell people. I do all my videos off the cuff. And people say, why don't you edit those down, or why don't you script them? Or I don't like scripting videos. I just don't think it doesn't feel right. So I check all and then I uncheck, because all I'm going to check is this one right here. It's 9 minutes and 46 seconds worth of video. And I believe that's everything I'm going to need. So I'm going to hit import checked. And I'm going to create a new event, and it's going to be called abstract. And we're going to hit import. And that's going to go ahead and import that 9 minutes worth of video. Now, if you're working with HD, which remember the iPhone shoots HD on the back. I don't know if it's the front or the back. I call the side with the Apple on the back. That's the HD camera. If you shoot it on the front facing you so you can see yourself, then that is a standard definition camcorder, so it's not as high. But what I'm telling you that for is give it a little bit of time to import. It takes time to get this imported. Okay, once your first clip is imported, click OK, click Done. So this is our first clip here where I'm talking about and explaining it to it, explaining everything about it.
My YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers, and show you also how to do an abstract. So how we're going to do that abstract is we're actually going to...
And somehow I think my camera angle was really, really bad. You have to forgive me for that one, but...
Okay, we have a couple decent pictures. Now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to introduce some camera shaking.
And also what I don't like about my new room here or whatever, I'm still trying to work on my lighting. I looked at some major soft boxes today, so, but that's neither here or part of this video. But I want to get more lighting, introduce more lighting into the small studio I built just to make things look better. Like I look quite orange on this video. And I'll see if I can edit that up too, but I don't know if I could do much with it. Sometimes this happens to be iMovie, and sometimes you can go into video adjustments and you can change your exposure a little bit. You know what I mean? You can brighten it up a little bit. That may help a little bit. You can lower your brightness down. You hit done on there, because what I want to do actually is no, I don't want that. I want video adjusting. Now what you want to do though is you want to get the person in there when you're adjusting this video, so I can see if I can change this contrast or saturation. Just the exposure helped a little bit already. I can see that. And
Welcome to Jack's Tech Corner.
Just trying to pause that. Brighten up a little bit.
Welcome to
Desaturated. And then actually clean the video up a little bit. If you're getting too much red, you can take some of the red grain out of it.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3.
Just like so.
Testing 1 2.
And again, the contrast can be brought back a little bit.
Welcome to Jack's Tech Corner. I'm here's Jack, and today's going to be a little tip and trick of a little bit of photography demonstration.
Then your saturation.
What we want to photograph today.
Okay, so that fixed it up pretty good.
To do that,
I think we can live with that now. So that's our first piece of footage there from the iPhone. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and introduce our footage from my JVC camcorder. So I'm going to go ahead again. I'm going to disconnect the iPhone. Disconnect that thing. We're going to disconnect the cable here. And now I have a mini SUV. Whew. And now I have a mini USB cable right here. I'm going to plug into my JVC. And we're going to pull this footage onto the iMac. That's the next step. And once we get it all linked up here, it's just called backup. And you can see it found my JVC camcorder already. And once again, iPhoto always has to open first. You know how that goes. If you're not familiar with the Mac, iPhoto opens if it sees a picture on the actual camcorder, which it did. Now here's the secondary shot that I want. So I'm going to click on that and I'll click Import All. And I'm going to add it to that same event. An event is just all your footage together in one event. And you should notice this one's going to import a lot faster because it's standard definition. So my camera shots, when you look at these camera shots and we put it all together, you're going from high def to standard def, but close-up shots, standard is just fine with me. It doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and get this one put together. And we'll pull that in and we'll take a peek at the video. The video should be pretty good. I don't know if you watched the abstract one or if you watched this particular one that we're editing, but I had a lot of light on it, so hopefully it's going to work out okay. And hopefully my instructor likes my abstract shot. I don't know. That'll finish up my class I'm taking. I become a certified photographer, which be that what it is. I've been doing photography for a long time, but you know, now I'll be certified in photography. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so we are getting this in, and it's going to create its thumbnails. So it's going to create another clip in the event library. It always says taking less than a minute. Did you ever notice that? Less than a minute. That's all right. Okay, so there is that one. And don't worry about the audio on any of these, because the audio, I actually used a program, I'll show it to you here, called Audacity. And Audacity is free. It's free. They call it open source software, and it works very, very well. And all it's made to do is record audio tracks. And you'll see in some of this video footage, we should see that I have a lapel microphone on. Well, I ran the lapel microphone through my mixer, and then my Yamaha mixer records into this Audacity on the computer. That way, when you're using, especially when you're using multiple cameras, you're keeping your audio at a very constant rate, or as constant as can be, with that lapel microphone. Lapel microphone I bought, it's not the highest quality because I don't use it a whole lot, but be that whatever it is. Okay, now we're going to shut down the JVC. We're done with it. And we will pull the plug. Yeah, it's going to complain. We're going to pull the plug and set that aside. We'll pull the cable, the mini USB cable, out of there. I just like to wrap my cables as I go so I don't make a big mess all over my desk. I don't know what you folks think out there when you're doing your stuff. And just like that. The next thing we have to do now is we are going to import from our camera. Now, whatever digital camera you have, or whatever pictures you have with your camera, this is where the still photography is going to meet the video or videography. Because now we can put still clips with our video, and I talk about like, and now this picture is going to be shown, and then you show that picture. So we're going to go ahead and take our SD card out. And hopefully your computer you're using has a memory card reader. And this time we want iPhoto to open up. So iPhoto will open. And here's all those great abstract shots that I took. This is the abstract stuff that I took that I'll be sending in for a grade. So hopefully they like it. There's a couple I don't like this one and this one. But what we'll do is we're going to import all, and then we'll just delete what we don't want. And now I usually always delete the pictures off of my memory card. The only thing I don't delete pictures off of is the iPhone. You know, because you could be on and say, oh, look at this great picture, look at this thing. And so I don't delete them off the iPhone, but I do delete them off my memory card. Alright, now what we're going to do is do a select all and create a new photo album, and we're going to call that abstract. That way I have them all in there. But this two here, these two are not worth even keeping, so I'm just going to trash them. Then if you look at the other ones, you say, what else is worth keeping? I'm going to keep the rest of them. And we'll just go with that. That's fine. Actually, I'm not going to delete those right now because I actually talked about those when I was doing this, about having the shutter speed set too long. That was actually a 3-second, or no, excuse me, I mean a 30-second shutter speed, and all it did was like let all the light in and just kind of blew the shot. So we're going to drop that. Now that we're back at iMovie, we need to go and create a new project. And I keep it very consistent, abstract. And we'll just click create. And now, all we have to do now is go through all of our footage. We will go through all of our different footage here and start pulling into our project bin what we want to use. So I'm going to start pulling that in until I get to one of the pictures I'm going to add, and then I'll start this recording back up and I'll walk you through adding a picture into your actual footage. Okay, so now what we did so far is, as you can see here in our project bin for abstract, I started pulling those different clips in to try to show you more about how I use two camera angles. I started here, and as you're talking, the one thing nice is if you have audio on both of your cameras, which you should, use that audio to pull everything together, because you can listen to where it says, and if I, and then on the other camera you'll hear, and if I, and you know you can put those and overlap those together and get that audio perfect. Even though we're going to delete the audio and we're going to put the audio in from Audacity, it still is a nice way to be able to edit your footage. And here's what I mean. If you listen to this.
So, how we're going to do that abstract is we're actually going to come over and we're going to use this box of crayons right here. This box of Crayolas is what we're going to.
So I was able to find that really quickly of, we're going to come over and use this, and then I clipped from the other video, from the other camera, talking about we're going to use the Crayolas. So next what we wanted to do here was we want to introduce still pictures into our video now. So what I did in the top here in my event, and you'll have sound up there, I listened if you could hear that on the video.
Still pictures.
I listened for the shutter. Okay, so now we have that shutter. So what I did now was, since we imported those into iPhoto, and iMovie can pull from iPhoto, I have my pictures over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag that first picture over that I took. So this is kind of how the video will look.
I'm going to take a couple pictures of this, just still pictures.
He's lining up, and then you see the actual picture. So again, this is a very nice way you can take footage. I know a lot of times when we take our camcorder out on vacation or something, we'll be filming something and also taking still pictures. That's a really nice way to pull all this stuff together. And it's really easy. It doesn't take much to do that. The trick will be in the end here, blending the audio in. I've done it successfully many, many times, but to get the audio blended perfectly, and then we'll see how it turns out. The next thing I'll do is I'm going to listen for the second shutter. And then I stand up and start talking. So I want this clip. And then I'm going to grab my next picture and bring that in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through here and pull out a few more of me taking pictures at different settings. And I have all the pictures over here to kind of show you how to create your abstract. And that's exactly what this video, or the previous video of how to shoot an abstract, did. And now I'm just showing you how to edit the footage to actually pull all the footage together of how to create an abstract. So it's interesting trying to make a video of a video, but that is the way this is working out for us. So now I'm just going to go ahead and work through this, and I'll bring you back in when I go ahead to import the audio and show you how to do that in iMovie. Now, once you have all of your footage into your project, and your project is all ready to go, all the editing is done, now we have to work to introduce that sound file into our actual footage itself. This is going to be a bit of a chore, and it may not be too pretty when I'm actually creating this thing, because now I have to take sound clips because I used parts and pieces of my clips. And what I mean by that, in my event, I didn't use the whole video. It's easier when you do these, when you use every bit of footage that you shot. You drop your sound in, you match up the sound with the camcorder sound, then you delete the camcorder sound, and your sound is constant. I didn't do that. I have pieces and here and there. My footage is very broken up, so now I have to get the audio very consistent. So I'm going to start working on that. The first part I can tell you that I'm going to show you how to start this off, because a lot of people get confused with this with iMovie. It's very, very easy. This is a clip. Right here is a clip, and everybody should understand it. That's a clip. It's a part of the full video. What we want to do is, if we click on that little bottom arrow right there, you can actually work with the audio itself. Or if we right click on the clip, that's what I like to do, is right click on the clip and then go down to detach audio. What that's going to give us now is the audio track underneath. And what we need to do now is find that piece of audio in the MP3 file that we made, clip that piece of audio, and try to put it in here and mask it together is what we're going to do. What you're also going to have, though, is you also have this clip from a camcorder. So you're going to do that also. Go down, right click, and detach your audio. Now you know you have this whole clip that you're going to work with. And you hope that that's going to match up with the actual MP3 file that you created in here. And here is the MP3 file. Just go back to the beginning.
Welcome to Jack's Tech Corner. I'm your host Jack, and today's going to be a little tip and trick of a little bit of photography demonstration. And what we're going to photograph today is we are going to actually do an abstract photograph.
Okay, so if you take that footage,
now I'm actually doing this for my class,
and I match it up down here.
Welcome to Jack's Tech Corner. I'm your host Jack, and today is going to be a little tip and trick of a little bit of photography demonstration. And what we're going to photograph today is we are going to actually do an abstract photograph.
So what you're looking for is you're going to look for
you guys in my YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers, and show you also how to do
and actually I'm turning on my second monitor, which you're not going to be able to see in this video because I can.
We're going to use this box of crayon.
Okay, so I am going to use my secondary monitor here.
Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but I thought I would bring all you guys in, my YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers, and show you also how to do an abstract. So how we're going to do that abstract is we're actually going to come over and we're going to use this box of crayons right here.
And I'm actually going to take that volume down a little bit.
Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but I thought I would bring all you guys in, my YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers, and show you also how to do an abstract.
Okay.
So how we're going to do that abstract is we're actually going to come over and we're going to use this box of crayons right here. This box of Crayolas is what we're going to use for our abstract. Now, we're going to lay the colors out.
Okay, now I think at that point
We're going to use for our abstract. Now, we're going to lay the colors.
so what I have to do now is find out what I talked about right here.
We're going to lay the colors out.
Okay, we're going to lay the colors out is the end of my thing here.
We're going to use for our abstract. Now, we're going to lay the colors out.
Right there. So I want to take from here back. And what we're going to do with that track is we're going to edit. We're going to copy that piece I highlighted. I'll create a new track, a new audio track. And right here at the very beginning, we're going to do edit and paste. And if you look there, all we have is that part. What we need to do now is mute this top one. And we can even rename this. Name part 1. So as you see, it's going to take me quite a while to get this audio track laid out properly. And then I'm going to save that out. I'm going to export it as an MP3 in abstract, and I'll do part 1. And then we're going to save it out as an MP3 file. Once I get that part done, I can drop out on my other monitor. And I'm actually going to open up that folder that I put that in. And now we are going to take part 1 and drop it right here in the beginning of my video.
And today's going to be a little tip and trick of a little bit of photography demonstration. And what we're going to photograph today is we are going to actually do an abstract photograph. Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but
now what I like to do is move these back and forth a little bit.
I'm your host Jack, and today's going to be a little tip and trick. And today's going to be a little tip. We're going to use this box of crayons. To subscribers and show you also how to do an abstract. Photograph. Now I'm actually doing this for my photograph.
So you can see now why I like to have these together.
Photograph. Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but abstract photograph. We are going to actually do an abstract photograph. Photograph today is we are going to actually do an abstract photograph. Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but I thought I would bring all you guys in, my YouTube followers, my YouTube.
Now we'll take this bottom one here. We're going to take it and do audio adjustments, and we'll just turn it all the way down now so we can try to match up and see where we're at.
Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but I thought I would bring all you.
What you don't want is get that old, I call it the old Chinese or Japanese effect. Remember, you might not be old enough to remember this or not, but there used to be movies made with the Tyrannosaurus Rex and all those dinosaur type movies that would invade Japan, and crush buildings, but they would talk and it'd be like, "We are going to go," and then you hear their mouth moving. You can't have that on your video. So I'm going to clean this up and get this all put together, and then I'll show you the end results. So I'll see you back here then. Okay, folks, now I wanted to show you that I did actually get this matched up. It takes a little bit of time, and you have to play with it and play with your clips back and forth and listen and watch your mouth movement on your videos and make sure you get your audio cut perfectly. So when you're using another audio source, it is harder. It's a lot harder to do it, but it makes your videos so much more professional. Especially with this lapel microphone I purchased off of eBay. I got it from Hong Kong, and probably for about $9. It's a wireless microphone set, and it works. It does its job. It's not professional grade. You're not going to do a music or a play with them or anything, but it's a very nice microphone for what I do. Now, what's nice about this is your camcorder can be further away and your audio stays constant. You don't want that, and you've seen a lot of YouTube videos. "Hi, I'm Jack," and you hear way over there. That's not good, and I've done a lot of videos like that. You've seen them, and over the course of the years, I started looking for better ways to produce video, and I found the lapel microphone, and like I said, I plug into my mixer. So this is what we got now. Listen to this track.
Welcome to Jack's Tech Corner. I'm your Jack, and today's going to be a little tip and trick of a little bit of photography demonstration. And what we're going to photograph today is we are going to actually do an abstract photograph. Now I'm actually doing this for my class, but I thought I would bring all you guys in, my YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers, and show you also how to do an app.
Okay, so now the audio is absolutely crisp. It's perfect. And you can see the audio tracks. You might be able to see this. I'll try to blow this up in this video, but the audio tracks do not match up, okay? So now what we have to do is the purple one is the actual one that we detached from the video. So highlight that and just delete it. The same thing down here. Highlight this one and delete it. Now we have one perfect track.
A little tip and trick of a little bit.
Okay, so now I'm going to go on and listen to the rest of these. Again, I'm going to click on it, right click, and I'm going to detach my audio. Detach audio. And you can see it's purple again. Now I'm going to go find that clip, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it in and introduce it into my video and match that up. So it's going to take me a while, but I'll take my time and do this. And then we'll be able to post this abstracted video up and how to do abstracts so you guys can see it. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, well, I did it. I laid down 14 excuse me. I laid down 14 tracks of audio on this particular video. Very, very time consuming. This is probably one of the largest projects I've ever done as far as my YouTube videos go. And but I think it came out really, really good. And I think, and you'll be watching it here, or you are going to watch creating an abstract photo, or photographing, maybe we'll call it photographing abstract. So if you see it on YouTube, watch it, and you'll see the whole entire video. I'm going to show you a couple clips here just so you can see what it sounds like. Let me just go right from this one, and we'll transition right into the still picture, and I'll go right into the other footage.
1 second.
Has the still pictures.
Now, so that is definitely a way that we can get that blur into that picture.
Then it goes right back into the regular audio.
What I'm going to do now is we're going to open it up here. We're going to go to...
So that total video is 8 minutes and 47 seconds long. Of course, now I'm going to go ahead and throw my titles into it, my title slides. I'll go ahead and do that. And so it'll make it about 9 minutes long total. And for my my work, I think my total work in this project was probably about 2 hours to get 9 minutes worth of video for you guys on YouTube. So, but I just wanted to show you how to put together this video and basically how the video is set up. And so watch them both. Hope you enjoy them, and I'll see you back here next time on Jack's Tech Corner. So long for now.